What do you have a taste for? Cooking with fire. What's your desire? Let me make you some good to eat. It be so good you'll fall asleep. Now you're cooking with fire, elevating dishes higher. Let me fix you something good and sweet. I'll put a wiggle in your feet. I can go savory or sweet, no matter what we gon' eat. I can go savory or sweet, no matter what we gon' eat. Hey y'all, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Fire. Alright, hey, check this out. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, okay? And hit that bell for notifications so whenever I come up again, you will be notified, okay? So, what we're going to be doing now is some water burgers. I got the chance to talk to my son out in Pendleton, and it was kind of interesting to get reminded of some dishes that he remembered, that he liked, and he reminded me of, wow, what about those water burgers that you used to do? And I was like, oh yeah, I haven't done that yet. So that is what we will be doing tonight, and these are water burgers. Some of you may know about it, and some of you know not. So, and what I will be using is Parmesan cheese and cheddar cheese. We have some celery, and we will be using leeks. I don't know if a lot of you know about leeks, but we'll be using leeks two different ways here, and then of course my seasonings, and we will top it off with some pimento cheese on the top instead of just a square cheddar cheese like people usually do. And we will be adding this some onion soup mix to the ground beef at the same time. So what we're going to do is, hands are washed, some of the leeks are already cut, okay, and then so this is a little bit left, and we're going to finish using the rest of this. And so I'm going to bring this out from behind just so you could just kind of see what I'm doing here. And at first I didn't understand what leeks were. Okay? And I had to look them up to see exactly what they were, right? So what they are is really a type of onion, but there's so many different things that you can do with them. And so what I'm going to do is just show you some, just here in some circle slices here. Okay? And so, and we're going to just go that much with these parts. Now, they're actually really long, and so here are the long parts that come in at the other ends of them. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have those in the water itself, helping the water. This will also be, all of this will be in the water to help. We're going to, right now we have 1.5 cups of water and a tablespoon of butter. And I'm going to get that boiling right now, okay? So I'm going to get that boiling right there. So, and we're going to take these here that are just cut up, we're going to just cut those in half. I'm going to cut these in half. Okay? I'm going to add the rest of these to this right here, to the rest of it. I just kind of wanted to show you what it is. These are a different type of onion, and they have a different type of taste. So when you get to really getting into understanding what different types of onion are, and you get to just eating them by themselves, so you can see what their bite is, the strength is, the flavor is, the fragrance is, then you understand the difference between red onions, shallots, leeks, even the white onions. I mean, there's so many different ones, and it's like, why are there so many different ones? Because they each have their individual flavor. So so what we're going to do now is I have the organic, this is 2 pounds of organic ground beef right here, okay? And I circled a little hole because what I'm going to do is, in this, we're going to add, this is the onion soup mix. It's a really good flavor, okay? And so, let me just throw that right in the middle right there.
We're also going to throw this cheese in the middle right there. Yep, we are. And the cheese and the seasonings. Now this is 1 teaspoon because there is 2 pounds of meat. So this is my 2 salt seasoned blend, which is a Himalayan pink salt mixed with iodined sea salt. Okay? And this one here is a garlic powder I should have said first, and pepper. Okay, so we're gonna mix that in there. And again, all a teaspoon. This one here, I love paprika and turmeric. You know, they're good for inflammation. So we're gonna do a teaspoon of that. Okay, all right. So we have those all blended together. The water is sizzling back there, boiling. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm going to put my gloves on. We're going to put the larger part of these leeks in the water, okay? So it helps get flavor, just like garlic do. So we're going to let those two soak in the water while I mix this meat up here. And we also want the onions to cook. So half of the onions are going to go in here. And the rest of them will go in the water. Pair up with what's there. We have celery here. This is 2 stalks of celery, larger stalks, okay? So we're throwing that in that water at the same time. And then we go back to continue mixing this. Really good. And again, this is cooking in water. Believe it or not, there is 1.5 cups of water, like I said, in that pan. Okay? Along with a teaspoon of butter. Just for a little flavoring. And then we threw some of the top of the leeks in there. Alright? And so what we're going to do now is we're going to form ourselves some patties. And we're going to get them dropped in there. So come on back here. See what's going on. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so we've got the things boiling a little bit. That flavor of the leeks is now all in that nice water. That water is mixed with now, well, and a little butter here, like I said earlier. We're going to take these out. It's mixed with garlic. I forgot to tell you, there is garlic, celery, and the leeks. So we'll take the big ones out now that we got the good flavor going on, right? Kind of spread that all out. Okay, this stove is a little bit uneven. So, you know, get it all even. I might want to add a little bit more water to it. Because after all, it is water burgers. Okay, so what I am going to do is add a cup of water to it. Bam. Okay. All right, get that mixed back in really good. So, I have a couple that I started right here. You can make your size any size you want, okay? And so, and it's just a matter of setting them right in there. Right on top of everything that you just see. And as you can see, the stove is on a little bit under a 7 there. And this is kind of like a boil. You let them boil. And it also helps take away a lot of, well, this is very lean. So it doesn't have much fat already as it is in it. So doing it also this way is another healthier way. Also, believe it or not. And it also, believe it or not, holds in the flavor. Holds in the flavor really, really well. So, we got enough room. I'm going to put one right there in the center. Yes. Now, a lot of the ingredients that is in this are new. So, I've never used the cheese the way I've done it, you know, except for like if I do a meatloaf. And so there we go. So we'll let those boil there at the same time. Kind of just, you know, don't let those just sit there, you know. Dress them a little bit, keep them warm too until it's their turn to turn. Yes. All right. Take a little look. You can see that's got a little few minutes. So actually, we're going to give that 3 minutes. Okay? 3 minutes on each side. See where we go. But we're going to start with 3 minutes right now. Okay? And so we're going to set the timer here for 3 minutes. See where we at. Actually, I'm going to say 5. Even 5 minutes. I think that would be really good. Because one of the things we do have a thermometer to check the temperature at the same time. Which I should know the degrees. Please forgive me. Anyway, we'll be back in 5 minutes, okay? Let's see where we are at in 5 minutes. What's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, it has been 5 minutes. And before I turned them, and also what I did was I thinned out the larger leeks and put them back in for seasoning. And one of the things I am going to do now, this is 1/8 of a teaspoonful, okay? And we're going to use that to, and it's enough for 2 patties, okay? So that's just 1/8 teaspoon of the 2 different blend of salts that I create, okay? And so we're going to now individualize, season each patty on its own, and we're going to turn it over. This is, again, 1/8. This is the garlic powder and the pepper and onion powder mix. And 1/8 is being split between, as you can see, 2 patties. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing with the paprika and the turmeric blend. We're going to use that between both. Sorry, that still had a little bit of there we go. Let me getting off of schedule here. So this is going to be between these 3. A little bit different than the way I started because some of the thing was still. So now what we're going to do, it is drained, as you can see, a lot of the water. So I do have a cup of water, and we're going to add another cup of water. One of the things that's usually not too good, and that is to, it cools down the temperature when you add, that is hot water. So, and it's not as hot as the water that was already in here, true enough. But what it will do is this flavoring that's on top, you see how it's mixing in slowly and not so fast? So as it penetrates even with the water, we're going to give that another turn. And actually, I'm going to go back over all of them because seasonings now has adjourned with the water itself, which is going to give for even blend. And here we go on this side now. Let these 2, and you'll see the water even getting, see it getting darker. And so we'll do that. Put that back over there. And so this side, as it's going, we still want to give it, believe it or not, another 5 minutes. Okay? Another 5 minutes. You see the water, how it turned into this type of gravy? So you can just imagine the flavor. And it's not a flavor of salts. These are all powders and seasonings of herbs that are mixed together. And learning how to cook with vegetables and spices, and your herbs, it's so much better than a bunch of salts, Johnny, and all of those things. And we wonder why our blood pressure is so high. Alright, well, that looks so good. So we're going to let that go ahead and cook through here. I'm going to be some good burgers right there. Very easy. Very easy. But you're eliminating grease. You're eliminating fat. Okay? And just think of that. It smells so good. I don't know about you, but it's hard for me to cook without vegetables like onions and garlic and celery, and there's no bell peppers in this one. But if I would have thought about it, it would have been. Because I usually always use the same ingredients of vegetables. That's a good one. So actually, we're going to let that go for 2 minutes. In the meantime, I have some buns that I'm going to put in the oven. And in the refrigerator is some lettuce, got some tomatoes, and I am going to slice some white onions in the meantime. And when we come back, we'll be ready to eat. I am hungry. Too bad you can't taste it. See you in about 3 minutes. All right. Hey, welcome back. Cameraman, DJ, Jordan is coming to join. Got the plates ready, so we're going to dig in. And as you know, we got some, added a couple of pickles we had left, and the cheese, the palimentos on top. And I also added, you can add anything you want, some French onions. Okay, so come on in here, Jordan. Hey, let's see what this is like. Hey. What's up?
Hello.
Hey. All right. Kind of shriveled up. Probably could have made them a lot larger. Put mine together.
Nope.
I'm hungry. See what this is like.
Oh, mine upside down.
That was really good. Ain't no grease. It's got all this flavor.
Yeah, this one upside down.
What you think?
It tastes good.
Get into it. What's taking you so long? And you know what? I love to look
That's
at
a water burger.
my meat and not see pink. I'm serious. I just don't like to see pink on my food. Another reason why I like to do them this way. But must be good. And we will be pairing this with some barefoot bubbly. It's a Moscato Spaghetti. wow. Okay. Kind of a little sweet, a little dry. Hey, 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 hey. No comment?
I said it was good. It tastes like a Whataburger. I haven't had one in years.
No, I mean your drink.
I said it was good.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was probably like humming. That is good. Again, there you go. Your Whataburgers.
It reminds me a little bit of the peach wine that we like.
Oh, that peach. Okay, okay. Less sweet though.
Yeah, less sweet, but it's in that realm.
Of but this is a little bit lighter. But it's a bubbly. So anyway, there you have it. Hey, click that like, and subscribe. What about that bell? Hey, come on. You can remember that. Ring my bell. Ring that bell. Ding dong. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Hey. Well, it may not make that sound, but anyway, thank you for tuning in to Cooking with F.I.Y.A.
It's good.
It's good. Whataburgers, okay? Want to get rid of that fat and that grease? Hey. Why? What? Oh my stars. I don't care how old they get. It's good, huh?
Oh.
Oh my stars, it's really good. It's good.
Well, Whataburger.
Whataburger, hey, a Whataburger, Whataburger, hey, a Whataburger. Make a dang song out of anything. Hey.
Subscribe, click like, subscribe, click that like. Cooking with fire, what's your desire? Let me make you some good to eat. It be so good you'll fall asleep. Now you're cooking with fire, elevating dishes higher. Let me fix you something